Samantha. I think this was my first, if not one of my first, beautiful hats, beautiful witch hats that have come to me over the years. Many, many, many have come to me. I think this was one of the first ones who ever came to me. This is Samantha. This is Samantha. How you loving? Hey family, how you loving? So family, we have arrived. Oh, and by the way, let me show you the jacket that I'm wearing today from China. It so happens to match Samantha, and I love that. It matches Samantha, and I love that. I love that. I love that. I love you. I thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We are going to have a ball together today, me and you. You and this witch are going to have a ball together today. I'm born, baby. I'm born. How you loving? Ujo Wajet, how you loving? Our incredible channel members, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi down. Oh, no name, Derry. The Rainbow Witch's Colorful Cottage. Love it. Come on, Rainbow Witch. Love it. Marvin the Magi. Oh, thank you, Marvin. Hot pink today. This is Samantha, family. This is Samantha. And I'm wearing Samantha for you on Witchy Wednesday. Come on, pink. Essentially, pink, baby. Pink. Essentially, you're a fashion designer. Can you design some things for a witch? Can you design some things for a witch, especially when I'm going on tour? I'm going on tour next year in 2020. I have never got to wear the beautiful clothing I have because I work in construction. Oh, Candace, you know what? Once a week or once a month, have a ritual. I just get dressed up and go somewhere wherever you like, to the beach, or just walk down the street. Get dressed up. It feels so good to get dressed up. It feels so good. So this was made for me, not made for me. This was made in China. And do you love these? Look at the fabric. It is absolutely magnificent. I believe it's silk. I love the little catches. Don't you love that? This is made in China. So I got this on my China trip. I've been catching up on the manifestation circle. You'll be there tomorrow at 1. Yay, Derry. Do you love the manifestation circle? Central Lee. Oh no, I can't design no fashions. I can design some hair fashions. Oh, okay. All right then, because I'm looking for a fashion designer to make me some duds for when I go on the trip. On the, oh, stunning. Thank you, Estrella Luna. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Reflecting your beauty. Reflecting your beauty. God bless you. And I'm honored. I'm honored to be here with you. I'm honored to reflect your beauty. Now, family, smash up the likes because we have to tell YouTube, the artificial intelligence of YouTube, we've got to train it that this is shareable content, that this is good content, that this is content that people need to see. Smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash it on. Yay, smash it on. If you can be so kind for a moment, to take a moment and just smash the likes, because we have a lot of folks that go around smashing other buttons other than like. So we definitely want to smash the likes. Manifestation for us. What was Christian Witches Roundtable? Oh my God. Christian Witches Roundtable. I knew it. I said, let me tag Calvin Witcher in this, because Calvin Witcher, I tagged him yesterday on Facebook on the post. The new episode, the episode of the Christian Witches Roundtable, no longer is on Heathen TV. It is now a new network. If you go to valerielove.com, actually not valerielove.com, if you go to christianwitches.com and you click on Christian Witches Roundtable, Derry, it had to have its own section on the website. I put a section on the website for the Christian Witches Roundtable. So absolutely go to christianwitches.com, click on Christian Witches Roundtable, and you get to see the episode where I got to hang out with the roundtable. They invited me to be a guest. I'm so thankful, so honored. Love, love, love being a guest. Love being in the midst of big witches having big conversations. And when I say big witches, I don't mean that there's big and little witches. I mean that witches that have come out, and witches that are talking about it, and witches that are having powerful conversation. So all hail to all of our really big witches on the planet who are out there doing great things. And I just love it. I love it, and I appreciate you, and I thank you. And I'm so happy I got to be a guest on the show. What fun! What fun. And we were cackling and laughing. And, oh, my goodness. Going to church with the crystals popping out all over the place. Oh, my God. It ain't easy being a Christian witch. It ain't easy out here in these streets. But let me tell you, we, we doing it anyway, baby. Look, I go to church and next thing you know, they looking at me. Oh, thank you, Regina. Mwah. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Mwah. This is Samantha, family. This is Samantha, and I'm wearing a jacket that we had, cackling, crying, laughing, all of it. You get all of it. That's exactly what I put on the website when I put the link to the Christian Witches Roundtable, because the Christian Witches Roundtable means so much to me. Anon and Derry and Autumn and all of the work and Angela and all the work that they're doing, it means so much to me. And I know that it's a moment in time. It's history. Like, you all are making history with the Christian Witches Roundtable. I honor that. I appreciate that. I'm so thankful. I mean, oh my God, I'm so thankful. Thankful to the goddess that she is stepping us all out in this way. Thankful to the goddess, because we see enough craziness on the internet. How about we see some real good conversation? Marlo, how you love it? Thank you so much, Marlo. This is Samantha. This is one of my early witch hats, all the way from back in the day. This is Samantha, and I'm wearing a beautiful jacket that was made in China. And so when I went over to China and Hong Kong and did some shopping, and oh my God, the shopping in China and Hong Kong. If you can't find it in China and Hong Kong, it's like my hometown. I'm from New York City. If you can't find it in China and Hong Kong, in China, not necessarily Hong Kong. Well, Hong Kong too. It don't exist. If you can't find it in China, I think it doesn't exist. Let's pray. Deep breath. It's Witchy Wednesday. Breathe and pull in all of this crackling energy all around you and in you that is magic. Bring it all to a ball in the center of your chest, the heart chakra. Breathe and bring all this crackling magic energy. It's an energy, and it's everywhere in the universe, and it certainly is in you. Bring it all to the core, to the center of yourself. Big, bright ball, green in color, right at your heart. Big ball of magic. Big ball of magic. Now, what will you do with it? Conjure within yourself what's in this ball of magic. Is it a beautiful new YouTube channel? Is it a beautiful new book? Is it incredible speaking engagements all over the world? Is it a new ministry? Is it a retreat center? Is it a healing center? Is it an apothecary? Is it clients flocking to you? Is it customers flocking to you, buying all of your wonderful, delicious creations? What is in this magical ball of creation right at the center of the heart? What's there? Hold it in love. Feel into it, see it already manifested. This is you manifesting wealth, abundance, riches, and prosperity. This using the magic of the universe. It's free and it's open to everyone. We're not tapping into it. It's free. It's everywhere. Use it. Now breathe. And as we pray, we're going to pray up this ball before you release it out into the universe. Great Spirit. God, Goddess, I am. The one life, the one love, the one heart, the one truth, the one source. There is a knowing within each of us that everything we've already asked for is already done. That everything we're desiring, it's already a yay and amen. That everything that we can even intuit or imagine, that the universe is ready, standing to do infinitely more than this. And so because we have this knowing, and because we understand that we're loved and we're cherished and we can trust and we're adored by this universe of life, because we know this, we stand on truth. And we expect that the desires of our heart are already done, and now we begin to see them in physical manifestation, and it is delightful. Because our greatest intention is to be loved. That means to be our truest self, capital S self. And in being the true self, the capital S self, we know ye are gods. And there is nothing a God cannot do, and there is nothing that a God cannot have, and there is nothing that a God cannot perform. And so we simply take hold and responsibility of our full creative power. We take hold and responsibility of our charge to create. And we're going to create whether we want to create or not. We're going to create. We're creative beings. We can't help it. So we desire that our creations be that which we desire, that are conjuring in the heart energy. The magic we have just drawn into the heart energy. And so with all of these hearts aligned, touched, agreed, harmonious, we touch and agree right now that everyone and everything we're holding in the heart space, we get the highest and best of it by divine design and divine timing. And that it comes to us in miraculous, wonderful ways. And it comes to us in ways that we cannot even imagine. And it comes to us in ways that are just so filled with grace and beauty and bliss. Yes, Holy Spirit, yes. Amen. So mote it be. Ashe. Now breathing and feeling this big, beautiful ball at the center of your being, this big, beautiful ball of magic that you've conjured, that which you desire to see. Let's call it within 30 days. Let's say it. In the time-space continuum. We know in dimensions beyond the time-space continuum, it's already done. We're simply allowing it to permeate the time-space continuum, known as the third dimension. And we now let it gestate. Everything has a gestation process. We know this is law of gestation. It's gestating. And we trust it. Now we release it to the universe of life. Let this ball be released to the universe of life. See it in a spectacular ascension out into the universe of life. See it. And be so happy that we have worked the magic of Proverbs. Cast your bread upon the waters, and after many days it will return to you. Release. As we teach in the manifestation circle, and don't look at it anymore. Forget about it. Walk on about your business. It's done. Keep it moving. Don't pray this prayer anymore. It's already working. Leave it be. Breathe. Tap into your trust. Sit back confident and relaxed. It's already done. When you're ready, open your eyes. Look down first. Be ever so gentle with yourself. Slowly raise your gaze. This is Witchy Wednesday. We tap into the magic of the universe. We tap into the magic of the universe. Now, can I please see all my Ravenclaws? Ravenclaw over here. I need all the Ravenclaws. Ravenclaw, we're about to enter Ravenclaw land. I need all my Ravenclaws. Ravenclaws. Ravenclaw. Slytherin. Candace, we got a Slytherin in the house. Ravenclaw, come on, Dwight. Ravenclaws. We want to hear from you. Calling all Ravenclaws. That's me too, I'm Ravenclaw. Calling all Ravenclaws. Who else? Who else is a Ravenclaw? We got a Slytherin. We got thinking about the beauty of the raven this morning. I know that's right, Jade. Ravenclaw. Who else is Ravenclaw with me? And Dwight. Let's see, me, Dwight. Okay, who else? Put it in the chat. Call out your Harry Potter house. If you don't know what your Harry Potter house is, it's all good. While we're on here, take a little test and come back to us. But this is what we know. We just completed the wands. So bring out your Wealth Grimoire, as we do every day. Okay, Kimberly, what is Ravenclaw? There are 4 Harry Potter houses. Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor. How could I forget Gryffindor? We just finished Gryffindor yesterday. They're loosely based on the elements. These were the 4 founders of Hogwarts Academy. Love the Manifestation Circle yesterday. Yay, Cecilia. Okay, so hey, Estrella Luna. So there were 4 founders of the Hogwarts Academy. And we know the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry is the school that Harry Potter went to, Hermione Granger. There were 4 founders. And these 4 founders each had their own house at Hogwarts. Sort of like, teams or something. Okay, they had their own house. Now, in the mystery school, we also have 4 houses, and you'll find out about that and which house you're in when you come to the mystery school in December or in April. December will be in Sedona. I want you to come now. Darla's Ravenclaw. We got another Ravenclaw. Yes. So, what are these 4 houses about? First of all, Gryffindor. We're going to take Gryffindor first because Gryffindor was what we just completed. So if you bring out your Wealth Grimoire, you're going to write, hey, how you loving, how you loving. You're going to write in your Wealth Grimoire, purple pen, the Wealth Grimoire, your beautiful Wealth Grimoire. You're going to write the one word. Today and every day we have the one word, okay? Yay, you put the link to the, yeah, thank you so much for putting the link to the show, the Christian Witches Roundtable that I got to be on. Woo, woo, woo. I love it so much. It's on christianwitches.com. So if you want a link to it, you go to christianwitches.com and you'll see it right there. Now, we are at Ace of Swords right now. Yesterday, we completed the Wand suit. Wands is fire. It stands for your spiritual self. It is ruled by the Archangel Michael, and Gryffindor is the Harry Potter house. Oh, you're Gryffindor too, Derry? Ah, how awesome. Gryffindor is fire. So remember, we just completed the wand suit. Now we're entering the air suit. Fire is your spiritual self. Your inspiration, your burning desire, your zeal to do the things that you came here to do. All of this is of the fire suit, courage and audacity and burning with some big desire and rage going forward. Like fire was totally Barack Obama. Yes, we can, right? That's the fire. It's the inspiration of this new idea. It's newness. It's sparks. It's all of that. That's fire. Now we're going to air. Air is your mental suit. So air is Ravenclaw. Air is the Archangel Raphael. It is your mental self. It is East. And many other correspondences that I cannot even write here. What is our one word for today? Sovereignty. Sovereignty. We'll get into sovereignty in a moment. First, let's write it out in our Wealth Grimoire. If you do not have the one word for every single tarot card so far, including the major arcana, go back to the start of this playlist and you will see and follow through with us and get your win. This is why it's here, for you to follow through with us and get your win, right? Get your win. Sovereignty. Sovereignty. What is sovereignty? I hope I'm spelling it right. Write it in your Wealth Grimoire. Sovereignty. This is Ace of Swords. We are entering the Swords suit, also known as House Ravenclaw. So as we know, Ravenclaw, maybe as we're learning, Ravenclaw, like the air, is about wisdom, mental capacities, thinking, deducing, logic, reason, thought, everything to do with the head up, communication, debating, sparring, mental sparring. You know how you have those good sparring partners that are witty, wit, intelligence, wisdom. All of this is swords. Now, you're going to see, I'm going to give you, Queen V is here. Ah, Queen V, you start your new position next week, right? Now, I'm going to give you a warning. Welcome, Queen V. Now, I'm going to give you a warning about the queen, about the queen suit, this suit of swords, the air suit. I'm going to give you a warning about this. You will see some of the most problematic cards in the entire tarot deck are in the Suit of Swords. Why? Because the thing that gets us into trouble is our thinking. That's the thing that gets us into trouble, our thinking. And our thinking controls our emotions. So wherever your mind goes, the rest of you follows. And the sword suit shows us the perils of our thinking more than anything. In full pictorial form, we're going to see some really grisly things in our thinking. Are you ready to take yourself on mentally? So you've already took yourself on spiritually with the Suit of Wands, with fire, the fire of spirit. Now we're moving into air. And yesterday I thought to myself, I hope all our fire every day didn't start these forest fires over here in Los Angeles. So lots of love to the people that are experiencing fires over there, because I'm just looking at fire play out on the planet. I'm just looking at fire play out. Very interesting. Very interesting. So we are now arrived at air. Air is House Ravenclaw. Now, House Ravenclaw was in Harry Potter and Hogwarts Academy. And I'm very interested in the academy because I too have an academy, a school of witchcraft. And it's the Covenant of Christian Witches Mystery School. We call it CCW for short. All the students and us with the faculty and the students and the professors call it CCW. And one of our visiting professors is Calvin Witcher. And Calvin Witcher was at the Mystery School in Sedona last year. And Calvin Witcher will also be teaching. We hire our teachers. He will be teaching at the Mystery School in Sedona as well. And we also hired him as a visiting professor for the Mystery School in New Orleans. So coming up, it's going to be an incredible mystery school. This is my suit. I am an air sign, which is Libra. And sure enough, when I took my tests for the houses, I landed solidly in Ravenclaw. So House Ravenclaw has the eagle as its crest. The eagle, high flying, wisdom. House Gryffindor has the lion as it. So we just left House Gryffindor and we are now going to House Ravenclaw. Okay? And the other houses we won't talk about right now because we're not there yet. That's coming up. Now, why do we say sovereignty for the Suit of Swords? We say sovereignty because we see that there is a crown on top of the sword. And this is giving us a hint, a clue as to how to keep your thinking in alignment with spirit. By your sovereignty. 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 Do you see that there's a crown on the sword? And the crown means to raise your consciousness. So all of the aces give us a gift. And we can tell that there's a gift, and it's a gift from the divine because it's a hand that comes out of nowhere. And if we look at our fire gift, it was a gift of inspiration in our spirit. And if we look at our swords gift, it's the gift of sovereignty in our mind. It's the gift of elevated thinking. This is your spiritual self. This is your mental self. You are four-part being. Or I should say four aspects of you that correspond to the four elements. So your fire self is your spiritual self. Your air self is your mental self. Your water self is your emotional self. And your earth self is your physical self. And we're to tend to all aspects of self, not just one. Some people are way overly spiritual, but they're not taking care of their body. Or some people are just all about the mind, but they're not giving attention to their deepest emotions. And some people are just thinking, there is no God, prove it to me. They're over logical. Any over demonstration of any one of those elements is going to be problematic in your life and in your money. Too much earth, you're stuck and stagnant and rebellious and somewhat stubborn. That's the word I'm looking for, stubborn. Too much air, you're flighty and cannot make a decision. Too much fire, you just burn through a lot of money without thinking. Too much water, too emotional about money. Everything you do is emotional. taken by themselves, none of them are. The whole point is to bring together all four and not to have equal balance. 25% air, 25% fire, 25% water, 25% earth. Nobody can do that. That's not how you live. It's to have it all harmonious, to have a harmonious blend. Sometimes you need to add a little more. You're an alchemist of the soul. Sometimes you have to add a little more earth because you want to ground yourself. Sometimes you have to add a little more fire to get it spiced up. Sometimes you have to add a little bit of more air to give it spaciousness. Sometimes you have to add a little bit of water to give it some movement and some. You're an alchemist. The beauty of it is that you've got all these elements harmonized in your being. That's how you get them harmonized in your outer world. Because first you get them harmonized within your own being. And that's what the mystery schools are all about. Every mystery school, you're talking about all the mystery schools. Whoa, hold on. Pardon me. All the mystery schools, from back in Egypt to Golden Dawn to CCW, Covenant of Christian Witches Mystery School, we all are making sure that the initiates on the path, these are not students, you're an initiate on a path, right? Because you don't want to just be a student, just learn and learn and learn. I'm a student. Yes, that's one aspect of what we do. Yes, I'm a student as well. I'm a lifelong student. But you can't stay only a student. It's going to be a time for you to get up and activate these things. It's going to be a time for you to get up and initiate. That's fire. Initiation. That's Aries. Fire. Get some things, spark it, and get the fire started, right? So all of the mystery schools teach you to integrate these all four elements within yourself, because I tell you, if I don't pay attention, I am just as airy as can be, because my default is the head. So I'm instantly going to figure it out, think about it, ruminate on it. I go right to all the air things. It's not my default to go to the heart. I made it a spiritual practice. It's not my default. My default is the head. I'm going to figure this out. Well, that doesn't make sense. Well, that's not logical. That's air signs all the way. Me and Aquarius, and who's the other air sign? That's us, just figuring stuff out and deducing and, make great detectives, make great scientists and all that, but you can't live your life on smarts, and you certainly can't get to God by the head. Gemini, thank you. We just saw, the twins. We just all up here. You have to integrate all of it. Does everyone see what we're talking about here? That this is all energy. That you're integrating all the energy. So we've already done this. Now we're entering here. Sovereignty. How are you going to remember your sovereignty? You're going to practice, ye are gods. If you have to say it to yourself 50 million times a day, ye are gods, ye are gods, ye are gods. And I've taught you on this channel to do a threefold affirmation to yourself. And I don't mean affirmation as in dumb affirmations. Affirmations don't work. Watch that video on this channel, why affirmations don't work. A three-part statement, a mantra, which is a creative statement, a mantra, three-part, threefold, like a trifold mantra. First person, second person, third person. First person, about yourself with regard to sovereignty. Ye are gods. Well, I am gods. 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 Okay, second person. She is God. Oh, she is God. She is gods. She is gods. Sounds like gods in possessive, right? Gods. I am gods. I am gods. They are. They are gods. They are gods. They are gods. You do it in all three because your consciousness is going to go somewhere different with each one. So you're hitting your consciousness at a triple fold effect. You're hitting your consciousness three different ways. Try it. And Valerie is God's. Valerie is God's. Valerie is God's. It's like someone's telling you the truth about you, and you believe it because it's in your voice. And just play it at night while you go to sleep. Just record it on your phone. Play it at night while you fall asleep. Two most powerful times to impregnate your subconscious mind: when you fall asleep, when you wake up. That's why whatever you fall asleep with, you're going to wake up with it. That's when you're impregnating the subconscious. The subconscious is the heavy lifter of everything. The subconscious. In your subconscious, You either know you can do magic or you can't. It's in your subconscious. Either your subconscious knows you can do magic or your subconscious thinks you cannot. And whatever it is, it's true until you change it. And that's the beauty of the subconscious. And that's the beauty of your own mind, which is the only thing that you're in charge of, is your own mind, your own consciousness. The God has put you in charge of your own consciousness. Isn't that beautiful? So your only job is your consciousness. That's your only job. This morning, I was listening to teacher and student right here, right, Derry? I feel the same way. This morning, I was listening to Osho. And Osho, I love Osho. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite tarot decks in the whole world is Osho Zen Tarot. And as far as I can see, it has very little to do with actual tarot. I mean, it doesn't even have 78 cards, it has 79 cards. And it does have suits. But as far as I can see, Osho Zen Tarot bears little correlation to actual true essence of the tarot. Like in my spiritual self, the Osho Zen Tarot deck does not hold a space in myself as tarot. It holds a space in myself as something that's very high consciousness, like Osho is. Osho was just incredible. So look him up. He's here on YouTube. Thanks to the magic of technology. Osho's not dead, right? He's still here right now. So I'm listening to Osho this morning, and Osho said, love only yourself. Now, you know Osho. He was always saying all these things, and the media used to always just come, and they couldn't believe it. And he had this whole camp where people would come, and people were coming, and they were driving him around in all these, what kind of car? Bentleys. You know, they say he had 96 Bentleys or whatever the case may be. But anyway, Osho was very controversial, right? But I tell you one thing, that's every teacher. Every true teacher that's really here to change the world, extremely controversial, including Barack Obama, including yourself, including Osho, including Martin Luther King, including Harriet Tubman. Like, if you're not a controversial character and people are not talking about you, do more, step up more. Because as far as I can see, anyone that, including Gandhi, as far as I can see, everyone that in any way changed the world was somewhat controversial. Mother Teresa was controversial AF. People do not know how controversial she was. Mother Teresa was extremely controversial to the Vatican. She was writing letters, Mother Superior, I have to leave the convent. You can't leave the convent. You're a cloistered nun. What do you say? We don't do that. We stay in here and we pray for the people. And we sing songs and scrub the floor. No. I was on the train and God came to me and God's voice told me to go out and help the people. No, you scrub the floor. No, God said go out. No, you don't go out. No, I won't hear of it. Well, can I write a letter to the, this is controversial as hell. This little nun, I heard God's voice on the train. That's what you're telling your mother superior? And then, okay, finally, you're not going to stop with this God on the train business. God doesn't talk to you. God talks to the Pope. Then the Pope tells us what to do. Mother Superior was mad because God wasn't talking to her. God was talking to Mother Teresa. I heard God's voice. What did it sound like? You could just hear that Mother Superior. She wasn't having it. Whatever, Mother Teresa. Then she wasn't even Mother Teresa. She was still Sister Teresa. Sister, make us some more food. Go get in the kitchen. Get to cooking. Finally, okay, I'm going to write a letter to the Cardinal. Okay, write a letter to the Cardinal. See if he says anything different. She writes a letter, Dear Cardinal, or whoever she had to write a letter to at the Vatican. I must go out. I must come out of this. I cannot be cloistered in here anymore. I heard the voice of God, and God told me to go out and help people. They're looking at the letter at the Vatican like, a nun wants to leave? Why? She has everything. We feed her. She got room and clothing and board. What? They're like, what? That's not how it works, Sister Teresa. In the religious paradigm, it didn't work like what God was telling Mother Teresa, but Sister Teresa was clear on what God was speaking to her, and now she's a damn saint. Because she listened to the voice of God, and because it was not telling her what other people were telling her, and you've got to choose who you're going to listen to. Are you going to take your own sovereignty? This was the gift that Spirit was given to Mother Teresa. She had to put on her crown, straighten her back with the sovereignty of God. Know that every being is connected to God. I don't have to have the Pope to talk to me and tell me all praise and to God and thanks for the Pope. But the Pope is not God in my life. There is no man or woman that is God in my life. God's right here. And I don't need an intermediary or an intercessory for God, not even Christ. Christ told me we're brothers and sisters. Read it in A Course in Miracles. That rang true with me, and it agreed with all the conversations. It agrees with all the conversations I've ever had with Christ. Are we? No, we're not. I'm not superior. I'm a way shower. I show you how to do it. You can do it or not do it. Either way, heaven's going to love you. And if you don't like how I did it, do it like Buddha did it. Like Christ and Buddha, like same thing. Well, if you don't like how I did it, Christ don't need us to want him. This is not how this thing works, right? So here she is. She is listening to her sovereignty, her inner voice of authority, God speaking to her. She is getting this gift from Spirit. I mean, like, this is a whole perfect Mother Teresa story. Okay, so she writes there and they're like, I think she had to write a couple of times. Okay. Let her go ahead. She heard the voice of God. Something. Call it the angels. They're like, yeah, you want to approve that. They were like, okay, let's approve it. Here, you can leave the convent. What in the world is she going to do? You know they were not liking her. You know they were not loving her. They didn't know what to do with her. As with every person that changes the world, they look like a revolutionary. And then later, everyone agrees that, oh, this person really helped us a lot. Oh, Mother Teresa, oh, wow, she helped us so much. Oh, come to think of it, that woman is a saint. That's what the Catholic Church says now. But back in the day, it wasn't like that. She didn't start off a saint. She started off on a damn near heretic, to tell you the truth. So, well-behaved people don't change the world. People who go with the status quo, that's why I love Christian Witches Roundtable so much, because this is not the status quo. This is not more of what you already had. This is not more of the patriarchy of the Pope telling you what to do. No, Pope, all respect to you, all due respect. I have all due respect to the Pope. And for the Pope, I have all due respect for all persons in spiritual leadership, and I have all due respect for all of God's appointed ministers on the planet. All due respect. And I also know that I have an inner sovereignty that tells me what to do. That I'm direct connect to source. Right in here. You are direct connect to source. You don't need a book. You don't need a Bible. You don't need a YouTube channel. You don't need a retreat. You don't need a Pope. You don't need anything. You are direct connect to source. Just tap in. Now understand, if you feel like you're not quite tapped in, maybe your radio tuning is fuzzy, and you go to a reader, you go to a minister, you go to a Pope, you go to a holy woman, a shaman, beautiful. That's why we're here. And we're all going to tell you the same thing Glenda told Dorothy. Click your heels 3 times. You had it in you all along. Don't think you're getting something from the outside, because you're not. You're never getting anything from the outside. There's nothing outside of yourself. There's only you and your consciousness experiencing everything however you choose to experience it. Keep it in mind. You are a sovereign being. Put your crown on your head and rule your money like a mofo. Rule it. You are the king of your kingdom. You are the queen of your queendom. You are the emperor, the empress, the they, honoring our LGBTQIAPD family. Oh, I'm proud of myself. I got it all right. Let everybody have an initial. They keep talking about the initial people. Even gay people have been telling me, I don't remember all them initials. I'm like, oh, I was trying to be, kind to all people. Let me tell you something. Whatever you want to call yourself, pansexual, demisexual, asexual, intersexual, whatever it is. He, she, them, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what you are in physical. What matters is that you are God. You're sovereign no matter what. Sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. Present however you like to present on planet Earth. Beautiful. Show your creativity. Show your true self. Whatever your true self is, beautiful. And back of that, right back of that, is the sovereignty of who you really are. Maybe today I'm a woman, maybe tomorrow I'm a man, maybe maybe I'm pansexual, maybe I'm demisexual, maybe I'm heterosexual, whatever. All good. Because what we all know is that back of that is the sovereign being, a sovereign being coming forth. Okay? Y'all are awfully quiet today in what I'm talking about. Wow. Awfully quiet. It's Witchy Wednesday, and I'm having an absolute ball. I tell you one thing, Sister Teresa, now Mother Teresa, now our saint, honoring the saints among us, honoring those who have walked before us, honoring our teachers, and honoring all those who have listened to the voice of God. Sister Teresa is no better than you. Mother Teresa is no better than you. You listen to the voice within. You don't listen to mother, father. You don't listen to your religion. Don't listen to what the pastor said. Don't think you got to go. Come on, right, Regina? Don't think you got to go ask the pastor first. You don't. You are sitting on a train. You heard the voice of God. The voice of God said, open a retreat center. You be about your business and open a retreat center. You hear the voice of God that says, write a book about abuse, because that was your experience. Be about your business and write. Be about your father's business. Your father, mother's business is your true self. Be about it and write the book. People are not going to like what you, yes, well-behaved people don't make history. People don't like it. I'm telling you in advance, people won't like it. I'm telling you in advance, you will have haters. Yay. If haters were good enough for Mother Teresa, if haters were good enough for Christ, if haters were good enough for Harriet Tubman, Nelson Mandela, it's good enough for me. With that, we are complete today for the Ace of Swords and your sovereignty. I love you. God bless you. And go out here and change the world, peeps. Mwah! Peace! Witchy Wednesday. ValerieLove.com, ChristianWitches.com. I love you, Darla. And Darla and all our channel members, thank you so much for being executive producers of this incredible channel and this show and the whole channel. I love you and appreciate you. Peace.